Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And today we're talking about greens. My dad always talks about eating your greens every day. I'll get a close-up of this picture for the camera.
6 times a day for those with heart disease.
The size of a fist. So everyone asks, well, how much? What does he mean? Does he mean cooked greens or raw greens? And some of the greens he's talking about are the following. I'm going to read them from his t-shirt. This is my dad's t-shirt. Bok choy, Swiss chard, kale, collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, beet greens. I mix those up, sorry. Napa cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cilantro, parsley, spinach, arugula,
and asparagus.
So, we don't have asparagus.
That's all right. We don't have we don't have asparagus because we ate it last night.
Oh, well, okay. I want to show you here. People ask about handful raw versus handful cooked. So I'm going to show you now. This is spinach. This is organic spinach, and this is 10 ounces. And one handful of this would be, you know, maybe this much. And so, okay, let's just look at that. This thing is still almost full with a handful of spinach. Actually, I'd be more generous. This much spinach. I'm going to cook this right now while we're talking about the other greens. And as you know, spinach cooks down to almost nothing. So we'll be able to compare that in a second.
But I have strong feelings that you need the variety of the greens. Don't get stuck with spinach. Because spinach, they all sort of are like a symphony, and they all move into helping you in all sorts of good ways. So I tend to focus on kale, but I get all of the different greens in and a lot of arugula. Arugula is really a powerful green. How?
Yes. What do you do?
I strip it first.
Let's just strip, because it's so fun to strip with you. My mom taught me how to strip.
1, 2, 3.
Yay! So we strip it, and then you can chop it into a salad. You can cook it in water. We boil it in water.
You can chop the stems and cook them, or
this is
put them in soup.
Swiss chard, which has a colorful stem sometimes not as
I usually
contrasting.
try and buy the red stem Swiss chard because I feel like it's got a lot more antioxidants.
This is from our garden.
I know, it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. And then I want to talk about broccoli. What did I put? Oh. Broccoli, I always buy broccoli crowns. She doesn't like to buy the broccoli crowns.
I like them.
But the reason I do it is that I always just take a little pot of water in the morning, and I just crack the broccoli like this into the stem. And Dr. Michael Greger talks about I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm not going to say it right in the first place. You crack it open, and something is released in the broccoli that helps fight cancer and disease. And it's released about 30 minutes after it's been broken or traumatized, like, you know, torn into these bits.
If you're having a soup, the soup should be filled with absolutely any of these greens. If you're using, say, a recipe calls for a tablespoon of parsley, forget it. Take the whole bunch, use it all, and use the stems. There is nothing wrong with parsley or cilantro stems. So, you know, 1 tablespoon, 1 bunch is great. And here comes Jane, 10 ounces of cooked spinach.
It is
now spinach does
tiny.
Disintegrate.
It's tiny. It's too hot to handle right now, but it's tiny how much 10 ounces is. So, I mean, I really could eat this for my mid-morning or mid-afternoon snack.
Now, the other time if you're desperate for greens, keep in your refrigerator 3 hearts of romaine. And when, I don't know, you suddenly realize, oh my gosh, we have no more greens, and you can pull out one of those hearts of romaine. Because, Jane, you're so strong because you're plant-based. You twist this end off, and now you have this lovely little handful of scoops that you can use to eat whatever you're eating with, or just munch on through the day, or dip in your vinegar, or dip in hummus.
Now, this is bok choy, and bok choy is a wonderful green. It can be eaten raw, it can be eaten cooked, and it can be a dip, like a carrot stick. It can be cubed, whatever you want.
It's really good in stir fries. The cool thing about bok choy is that it really lasts a long time in the refrigerator. So if get the baby bok choys too, they're nice.
Yeah, so this is going to go in our salad as well. You can do the white part. You can do up to the green part. It's just...
Oh, you do it all.
Do it all. Parsley, cilantro, basil, all those greens, herbs and things, they're so potent and powerful and wonderful. Can I put some of this in our salad?
Mm-hmm.
And just get them in there. My mom just uses all the stems of everything we eat, so she's made me be quite bold as far as being a stem eater. And
I bet you don't even notice when you're eating a stem. You just don't, because they vanish. Especially if you cut them small.
And especially if you're
Jane did not do a good job cutting these stems.
If you're part goat. Okay.
Just green your life up.
Greens,
every way
greens.
you can.
All right. Thank you. Let us know how you eat your greens if we forgot one. Bye.
Bye.